welcome everyone again to the Franciscan Hermitage on this 28th Sunday of the year. I just want to point out a few things from these readings. First of all, in the second reading, it's talking about the Word of God is living and active in us. This is another statement about the divine presence within each of us. And this is really important because once you are consciously aware of that divine presence, then you will be able to experience what was in the first reading. I prayed and understanding was given to me. I preferred wisdom to scepters and thrones, and I accounted wealth as nothing in comparison to it. So the whole point here is that once you get into the awareness of the divine presence and you touch infinite wisdom, then the gospel will make a lot of sense. And the gospel basically is saying, the rich have a difficulty getting to the kingdom. Well, here in the United States, all of us are rich. If you go to any of the other countries in this world, you will find out how rich you are. The point here is that we are going to connect with the divine and not allow the things to become more important. So what we're talking about here is a relationship between you and things. And in my successful relating class, we spent a good deal of time talking about this relationship. And because there is such abundance in this country in which we live, it's important for everyone to ask, am I in charge of the things, or are the things in charge of me? Now, I lead a very simple life, but even I have to deal with this. A few months ago, I removed all of the family pictures that I have at the Friary, and I put them into the archives in our provincial office in St. Louis. And it gave me a great deal of freedom to know that those pictures are not all that important. What's important is that I have the spirit of keeping the love that those pictures represent. And at the present time, I'm also doing some further downsizing and taking pictures that have been very important for me from all the different countries that I visited. And I'm going to be giving those to the friary that I'm attached to at Sacred Heart, because they will need some decorations for the guest rooms they have there. And again, this is, for me, a freeing experience, knowing that those things are not all that important. What's important are all those experiences that I will now carry with me for the rest of my life. My dear friends, the material things are important because we're both spiritual and physical. But relating to those things in a spiritual way so that our connection with God gets enhanced is the challenge. And so as the application, I am really thrilled to see so many young people who have a much more healthy approach to material things. When I see young people who are moving into very small spaces And they can't buy a lot of stuff because there's no place to put it. So their experiences are more important than the things. And my experience is that these younger people have a very, very deep spirituality. Now, they may not be connected to organized religion, because that's not where they're finding the spirituality. But they're very deeply involved in the spiritual dimension of their own person. So for the practical application, if I ask yourself, where am I in my relationship to material things? And what is it that I can do to use those material things to free my soul to be closer to the divine presence within me? If you want to be totally free, then you have to have this good, healthy relationship with things. Have a wonderful week examining yourself. And God bless you all. Remember this. You have the capability of doing that kind of simplifying in your life because you are all powerful spiritual beings. And your love makes the difference. Have a wonderful week and God bless.